Hello gamers, and welcome to Portal 64. I'm your host, Davidoff64, and in honor of Monty Oum and his birthday, that was on Monday, June 22nd, we're going to play RWBY Grim Eclipse. So, I'm just going to play this, and I'm going to talk about Monty. Oh, my screen's a little messed up. Hold on. Anyway, yeah, I've just been seeing a lot of fans do like tributes to Monty Oum or sending Sheena letters to her about Monty. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna do a let's play of RWBY Grim Eclipse because I just barely got a sponsorship, so I'm still pretty new to the game. And yeah, I'm gonna talk about Monty so she could hear my voice. I'm gonna send this to her on Twitter. So, hi Sheena, if you're watching. Hopefully, if I'm like pronouncing your name wrong, I'm so sorry. I always worry about pronouncing names wrong. Anyway, oh man, where would I even start with RWBY? I guess I could start with how I discovered RWBY. It was in the summer of 2013, and it just happened to be the day that Chapter 1 of Volume 1 came out that I saw the thumbnail. It was like in the like what you should watch thing or something. I was like, what the heck? And I guess because it was around the time I just barely made this channel too. So YouTube has actually been tracking what I've been watching, and it probably noticed I've been watching a lot of Halo fails of the week, which is on the Rooster Teeth channel, which RWBY was uploaded on the Rooster Teeth channel. And I hadn't yet subscribed to Rooster Teeth because all I thought they did was Halo fails of the week, and really I had only checked that in a few weeks just so I could watch like 2 in a row or so. And I was like, oh, okay. And I mean, I watched Red vs. Blue. I had it on my iTunes, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch this, and I thought it was really good. I was like, wow, this is pretty good. It's the beginning of a new series that they're doing that's really cool. And the credits start rolling, and it said, created by Monty Oum. And I was like, whoa, that is so cool. They're giving him creative freedom to do what he wants. That is super cool, because I totally loved Season 9 and Season 10. Bought Season 10 on iTunes, and I was like, man, he is gonna totally rock everyone's socks off with this new show, and he totally did. And now RWBY is like so big, like the fandom is just amazing. And okay, the fact that I'm playing a game about RWBY just shows how big it is. I never thought they'd make a game. I always been like, man, it'd be cool if they made a game. And then here they are making a game. I'm sure once this game's finished, they're gonna add like new game modes, because so far there's only like a multiplayer and this like hunt mode. But yeah, so RWBY came out. I was going through a lot of stuff. Like I was switching new school. I was having drama with friends, and RWBY just helped me cope with that. I was really happy. Like. I was kind of like, I don't know, for a good while I was alone because I was in a new school, and, well, I was going to be going to a new school, so I didn't have friends. So I was starting a microphone, and then an episode came out, and RWBY, she's talking to her older sister Yang, and she's like, I don't need friends to grow up, I drink milk. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is so me. Like, my family, they own a dairy farm, so it's like, oh yeah, I totally drink lots of milk. So it was really funny. It was like, yeah, I got this. Like, it was awesome. Like RWBY, it not only gave me a way to escape, it gave me like people I could relate to. I mean, they're fictional, but hey, you know, you kind of grow a bond to fictional stuff still, you know. And it was like, man, I could relate to Blake on a number of things. I could relate to John on a number of things, or RWBY, like pretty much everyone. I could relate in a tiny bit of a way, you know. so it was really nice, and Monty, he really does have like his own unique stuff, and it was amazing. And you know, back in January, my birthday was coming around, and Bernie and Ashley, they came to Sundance, which is like an hour drive away from me, and I was like, oh my gosh, they're gonna be there and doing like meet and greets the day before my birthday. This is too good to be true. And I met them, and it was awesome, and I decided I was going to save up money to go to RTX in August, or at least try to save up money, because I don't think I'm able to go now. But it was like, I want to meet Monty, I want to thank him for RWBY, and tell me he's done such a great job, and being an inspiration of himself. I followed his Twitter like the day I made that decision too, which sadly I think he only made like one tweet before he passed away from when I followed him. But if you go look on his Twitter, he does have like actually really inspirational things, and there are videos and quotes of him, especially in the tribute to Monty Oum that Rooster Teeth made. Bless whichever crew members put that together. Well, the volume like shot up for a moment. And so keep moving forward. That's like the fandom motto now. It is amazing. And when he was in the hospital, I looked on roosterteeth.com, because I have an account there, Davidoff64, by the way. That's pretty much me on everything, except for Twitter, because it was taken. And it was like, okay, everyone's like, hey, right now it's a rough time for everyone, so we're doing a live stream of all the RWBY Volume 1 and 2, and fan-made videos and videos of Monty as kind of like commercial break, and there's like a chat bar, so everyone's able to chat while watching it live, which I've never done that before, and it was really cool. Like I was a little shy. I was like, I don't know who these people are. They all have weird usernames. Like, I don't know. It was funny because someone was like on there acting as Pyrrha, and they're like, oh, I'm Pyrrha. And then like everyone's like, oh, hey, Pyrrha. And it was great. Like the fandom actually got to bond together, and it was actually really cool. And then, you know, Monty passed away, which was rough for everyone. But then everyone was like messaging each other, being like, "Hey, are you all right? You know, like, did you hear the news?" And of course, everyone heard the news, and it was rough, you know. And I was kind of thinking this weekend. It's funny how his birthday is the day before or day after Father's Day, because he's definitely like the fandom father. He's inspirational. Like for some people, they're probably like everyone. You know, you grow up as you age and stuff, and it's like, well, in a way, we kind of grow up with RWBY and through Red versus Blue and his creations, and it's like, well, in that sort of sense, he kind of raised us through a few years, and RWBY will continue to go. It's pretty much its own entity now, which is amazing. Volume 3 is going to be great, I'm sure. And I got my cousin Holly into RWBY back in like March and stuff, because she was kind of wondering like, hey David, you seem pretty upset. And so I kind of explained to her about Monty, and she was like, oh. And she didn't know anything about Monty. She didn't know RWBY, so she and I ended up watching like 8 episodes in a row of RWBY, and she really liked it. And I found out she finished it without me just recently, and I was like, what? And it was really awesome. And I decided to show her like a picture of Sheena's cosplay as Yang, and I was like, hey, just this is Monty's wife, and she's like, whoa, that's so cool. She looks just like Yang. That's so sweet that he would base Yang off of her. And I just kind of thought it was funny because I don't know if that is true. And I was like, so I decided to mess with her and show her Sheena's cosplay as Weiss and Neo, and she's like, what? She's like, there's no way that's the same person. I'm like, yeah, it is. Like, she could have based all three of those characters off of her, and it was just really funny. And she was like, that is amazing, and because Sheena's really talented with her cosplay. Like, holy cow! Like, I wish I had the patience to grow that skill set and do that, but now it's like, I'll probably end up going to Savers or DI and see what I can put together for a costume. If there's not already a Halloween costume out for it, that is. And it was funny. So I guess in that sense, it kind of helped me bond with my cousin a little more, because now we could like fangirl together about RWBY, and it's awesome. And she's like, oh my gosh, she like totally loves Nora. She's like, Nora is my gal. And it was amazing. And Monty's been great. Like, I think the fandom will always remember him, and he's like watching over us. Oh crap, holy cow, that was a lot of damage. So like he's watching over all of us, and I think from there he probably gets a really good view of his work, as not so much of like RWBY and Red vs. Blue and Haloid and all of his other stuff, but the people he's inspired and what he's able to inspire them to do. Like with me, he definitely inspired me to continue doing videos and to like try my best to just get on with it. Like if there's something I want to do but I'm just too lazy to do it, if I think of Monty and he kind of says, hey, he said something that basically, along the lines said, if there's something you want to do or need to do, you need to just go at it, get it done, because time is against you. And through him, we definitely learned that, because he was taken away way too soon. But anyway, last night when I was thinking of saying all this, I got really emotional, but now I think it's like, I'm awake, I'm not tired, I'm not like, oh look, Rooster Teeth just uploaded something. Anyway guys, if you want to play this game, be a sponsor of Rooster Teeth, go on their website, sign in with your Facebook or make an account, buy a sponsorship, and you'll be able to play it. And there's also many other perks, like 5% off in their store, and you get to see videos like a whole day early, which is really nice, because you don't get that annoying, like, you must wait 19 hours to watch this, and it's like, no! And if you want to watch RWBY, just look it up. It's on YouTube, on the Rooster Teeth channel, and it's also on Netflix, if you want to just watch it all the way through a volume in like an hour and a half. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. Sheena, if you're watching, thank you. And Monty, we love you, and I will see you guys in the next video. George Camp and Doris Camp. That's not George.